I'm afraid that I lost all my crypto, and we're
Yeah.
going to talk about it today. At least it wasn't my own fault, but BlockFi went bankrupt. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to somehow blame Sam Bankman-Fried, which could be right. But yeah. So it's been a rocky world. Thankfully, I only had like I don't know 50 something bucks in crypto, so keep it kind of low.
Right.
But yeah, for anybody that's trying to access BlockFi right now, you cannot withdraw funds. They just filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which thankfully, they're supposed to. Basically, it means they're gonna just reorganize and they're supposed to pay creditors. I'm sure I'm not high on the list, but yeah, they did. I kind of joked, but they did sort of get pulled into the Sam Bankman-Fried kind of orbit with
Mm-hmm.
with all that going down. And as somebody who's been in crypto, for a while and really kind of seeing the ebbs and flows, how are you feeling about all this?
Um, I think it's really sad, I mean, I think crypto is going to be in the United States like exchange system. I still believe in it. I think it's having some regulation issues. I think there's a lot of fraud out there. There's a lot of good out there. There's a lot of real, fake. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of real investors. There's a lot of fake investors. There's a lot of, some people have went as far as saying there's sex trafficking involved with crypto and drugs and all this stuff. But, at the end of the day, it isn't a dollar too, right? So um it's just, I think, people got in over their heads. They created these exchange platforms to where they could have users invest, sell all this stuff. And, you know, I don't think they had the right board members or the right team members to run a company to the scale that it was,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this thing has been running for a while, and it's been like, not enough team and not enough experience in this world of investing to handle it. And I think now they're going to look like fraud. They're going to look dumb, and it's pretty bad for a lot of people today.
Yeah, it's definitely been, and I don't claim to understand all the nuances of
Mm-hmm.
everything, but obviously, the fraud question. I mean, it's pretty much a matter of yes, just how much, but for specific, people,
Yeah.
it's just going to be whether it was intentional or if they can kind of claim ignorance about it all. Because yeah, maybe they did just get over their head. I mean, we're talking about a lot of people closer to your age running these
Yeah.
kind of major, corporations,
Good for them.
crypto lender,
Yeah.
sites and the like. And yeah, it's been crazy because people have been really running, on the banks, which basically just means withdrawing all they have. And obviously that's what I tried to do.
Yeah.
But didn't work. It's kind of like okay. So
Yeah. And
uh
and to some degree, I almost don't. I feel bad for the people that are losing funds right now, but at the same time, when I first heard about crypto, it was around the beginning of COVID. So like maybe like the summer of 2020. I mean, I had heard of crypto before, but like when I actually was like, I'm gonna put my own personal dollar into this stuff, it was around like 2020, the summer of 2020. And I always remembered, like we watch Dave Ramsey. He says, 15% of your income invest into stocks. Okay,
yeah.
well, that's got a long track record. It's made billionaires like Warren Buffett. Everybody's involved with this. Our parents are involved with it, with 401ks and all this stuff. So I took that as in, okay, wait, nobody's involved in crypto, but
Yeah.
I looked at it as like a good thing, because I'm like, this is where the young buck gets in, puts $5 in, and maybe gets that quick return or whatever, or long-term return. I really didn't have any expectations, but I kind of took it as like, okay, I'm gonna do like 1% of what I have, because I know that this could all be crashing down. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I had a feeling that like this is always possible. I still have a feeling that it could all go to shit. But to me, like, it's not going to affect me. So, like, for these people that have like 100 grand into crypto, I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's worth like $1 million minimum. No, that's not the case, And then you got guys with $1 million in crypto. I'm assuming you're worth 10 million. So it's like, you should expect this stuff to have a long time to play out, whether it's going down, crashes, bankrupt, all of it. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but I knew bad things could happen to this whole project, all the way from Bitcoin down to Shiba.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I think the problem is, though, and this is kind of the same way with stocks too, because there was that tragic story of someone who misunderstood the Robinhood app, essentially committed suicide because they thought they owed all this money.
yeah,
And, you do have these young people that, were into crypto and maybe they made a ton, but maybe they didn't pull it out, but they
yeah,
started like shopping like they, had all that. And
yeah,
if it's hurting them, you know, just because we've talked before, we don't have a lot of financial education in this world.
yeah,
But all of us put in our stimmies to get those tenders,
yeah,
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 stimulus checks and all that to
yeah.
try to get what we can.
Hmm.
It did mean that more people probably entered the volatile environment, and it
Yeah.
could smooth out. You're right. I don't claim to have any insight as to that. I mean, you kind of feel like a lot of these markets will kind of settle over time.
Hmm.
But and if you think about the banking system, we've had crashes on that, too big to fail. So obviously it's not like our other traditional financial institutions have always been the most stable. But yeah,
Right.
this is just going through such a rocky patch right now. It is kind of interesting to see how it'll all shake out.
Right. And
So
also, BlockFi, it's not, I don't even think it's in the top three like exchange platforms for crypto.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't. I definitely don't know that
Yeah.
level of detail personally.
Yeah.
I just know that at one time it was valued at $3 billion.
Yeah.
Uh, so, and at least seemed impressive.
Hmm.
But uh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, also, going back to the FTX of it all.
Yeah.
So BlockFi, it seems like, was in a little trouble earlier in the summer, and FTX basically made a deal where they were, looking to help out BlockFi. And I guess when you have, one unsteady platform helping another unsteady platform, they just kind of both fall. So
Yeah.
it's like maybe that isn't surprising now, but again, it
Yeah.
surprised me. I'm just gonna have to let you know, John. You may
Yeah.
be on your own for coffees for a few weeks as I recoup this great loss.
I told you to get on crypto.com. I
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
I tried to tell you. I tried.
yeah,
BlockFi. Now you got blocked.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes.
It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lessons learned.
yeah,
Listen, audience, if you're listening and you want to get into crypto or in crypto right now and your platform is not shut down, don't take this literally, but just look at the big users, Coinbase, Webull, crypto.com. Stay shopping at the big boys. Not that nothing can happen to those either. But I wouldn't go to all this little, if you go to the app store and you see crypto exchanges got 10,000 users, you're in trouble. Big time.
You're like, don't go to like a mom and pop crypto shop.
Yeah. You need to go to like Louis Vuitton and swallow that percentage, whatever they charge you to use it or whatever, and just swallow that with some pride and be safe.
Yeah,
So, but
that's
yeah,
that's. Yeah. Well, any last words on that, or was that's probably a good place to leave them off. But
Right.
but if you're like me then and you're blocked out of your crypto, let us know. Hopefully it's not worse than $50 or so, but we'd love to hear your stories. And if you were smart like John, also let us know. Feel free to brag. It's okay. We can take it.
Still going
But
strong.
yeah. But yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and check out all our other videos. Take care.
Deuces.